Hey everybody, it's Ron over here at Becoming Enlightened Together. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. I hope you're enjoying this festive time of the year, the Yule, and of course the winter solstice as well as Christmas. Um, Whatever it is that you use in order to celebrate this time of the year, even if it's just simply a day off from work for you, enjoy it. No judgment from me whatsoever. I kind of look at all of them. Actually, they all have their value to me. Um, and with that being said, I'm doing this Christmas rune reading, and it's another positive reading. It's just like the tarot reading from yesterday. Basically, talked about our manifestations coming to us. Just be patient. They're on their way. Okay. Now, the overall energy for the day, for the week actually, is the same. It's Sewillow. Sewillow in the upright. Looks like a lightning bolt. Now, this is like the sun card in tarot, basically. And it represents the sun and all that the sun implies. Daylight clarity versus nighttime obscurity. Talks about duty, honor, achievement, rest, all your goals being achieved. It talks about a time of health and energy being present for anything that you are setting yourself or your sights in order to make improvements in your life or into your own personal person, if you will. Victory, success, talks about contact between higher forces and your unconscious. Wholeness, power, rewards, and focus. Higher forces at work here that are basically propelling, your sense of victory. So very, very positive reading today. Now the past energy for today is Fehu, and Fehu, as we saw all of last week, is the goddess Freya's mighty rune. Okay. I don't know why it's not coming in focused very well. But Freya, of course, the consort of mighty Odin himself, actually one who taught Odin the use of certain type of magic and things of that nature, is the goddess of abundance, fertility, fulfillment, power, anything dealing with material gain, possessions, won or earned, social success, financial success, foresight, creativity, hope and plenty, fertility, all positive energy all the way across. That was the past. Now the present energy is just as positive. It talks about Othala. Now Othala in the upright, there you go. It's a little better, I think. Talks about home, house, dwelling, property, inheritances. Talks about inherited property or inherited ancestral property. Talks about possessions, inherited. Talks about your ancestors or ancestry. Talks about things which are truly important to an individual or a group. It talks about spiritual heritage as well as material heritages. Talks about experiences and fundamental values. Talks about aid in your spiritual and physical journeys. You get that with your ancestors, the angels, and so on. And having a source of safety in this time. So again, very, very positive energy for this Christmas day. And I did pull these runes, and so for them all to come out in the upright and positive on this particular day, I may have had an energetic influence in that in some way, but I promise you I never cheat in these. I used to be able to draw them and show them to you at one time, but I'm using a computer instead of the phone right now, and the computer is pretty much stationary, so I can't show you that and be part of this as well. So I want to make sure that you can see me speaking to you, because there's a lot of people out there who are stealing people who do this. Even though I'm not doing this for a living, I'm doing this to help the collective. There's a lot of people out there getting their sites stolen, their information stolen, their work stolen. So I want you to be able to see me. I know it's not, the very best or the most, well, it doesn't draw people simply because they see my face on there on the picture or whatever. So I get it, but it's the lesser of the two evils in my opinion. So, all right. So obstacles and challenges we have is Thor's mighty rune. So we got a lot of God and Goddess energy in this. In fact, we got all the positive runes in this day. So very, very positive. So mighty Thor in the upright. Now, Thurisaz basically talks about, thorns and the reference of thorns, how they protect a rose plant, for example. Okay, talks about giants because Thor used to do battle against the giants. He would battle them to protect, the 9 worlds. In particular, he'd protect not only Asgard but also Midgard, which is, excuse me, I got the hiccups. So it talks about protection. It talks about luck and counsel. It talks about a reactive force and the directed force of destruction and defense. Thor was not he was not a negotiator, let's just say. He did carry a hammer after all, a big one, and very, very powerful. So that's his idea of negotiating. Basically, it talks about intellectual will, or instinctual will, I'm sorry. It talks about regeneration or regenerative forces. It talks about a tendency towards change, a catharsis, purging perhaps. And it talks about things masculine in terms of fertility, vital eroticism, and male sexuality. So this is the perfect time of the year to, conduct your business with your loved one, whoever it may be, or ones. I'm not here to judge. So as long as everybody's in compliance and they're not hurting anybody else and not being sneaky and all that kind of stuff, do whatever it is that you all agree to and enjoy. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, I believe. Now, as far as our advice and help, we get a very positive room with Gibo. Gibo, again, it's like X finds the spot on a treasure map, okay? Very, very positive. So it's about gifts, gifting, generosity, reciprocity. It talks about partners and divine love, divine unions. It talks about personal relationships and partnerships, fortune, perhaps sacrifice. All matters in relation to exchanges, including those in contracts. So whether it's a marriage contract or, maybe it's a new job you're contracting, with a business with and so on. That's what this particular rune is all about. And it's good to have with you, whenever you're involved with those types of transactions. A very, very positive and very powerful rune. And it's amplified even more with yet another very, very positive, the luck rune, which is Munyo in the upright. Munyo in the upright basically talks about harmony, joy, and blessings, bliss. Again, affection and desire, pleasure, fellowship and partnerships, prosperity, ecstasy, glory, spiritual reward, success, and recognition, and recognizing of one's worth. So, all in all, this particular reading, although it's very, very short, less than 10 minutes, it talks about everything you can imagine positive. Okay? So, with your manifestation abilities, continue the positive focus on things that you want, not the things that you don't want. And I know it's easier said than done. Especially because the way we're taught to think and all of that kind of stuff, and the many things that trouble us every day. So there are a lot of positive things coming your way. Although it's coming slowly, they are coming. So hang in there, collective. Again, as always, stay victorious. Merry Christmas. And I'll see you, probably tomorrow. Okay? So someday I'll meet you all in Valhalla. Take care. God bless.